Hello. Waiting for people. We're waiting. We're getting ready for tonight live as well. I do believe that you're ready for our discussion tonight. Yeah, waiting for everybody. We're waiting. We're waiting. So we're going to start very soon in next 5 minutes. In next few minutes, we are going to start. We are going to start. I do believe all of you are all well. I am Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. We are going to be talking about the transformation of Onitsha, the few roles that I need the government of Anambra State need to do something in order to really transform Onitsha, Anambra State, Nigeria. So we are welcoming you to this amazing live tonight again. And remember that you need to like, comment, and share this to your friends. And by sharing it, you will help to get other people to get involved in what we are doing here. It's very, very important. And you can also drop where you are joining us from. Remember, we talked about doing live here, and the reason is this, because so that's why we are doing all those things to carry them in the development of our homeland. So I welcome you. I am so Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. As you join, as we are waiting for other people to join, please just put in where you are joining us from. So put in where you are joining us from, and it's very, very important so that we'll continue this discussion. Put in where you are joining us from is very, very important. I think we are still waiting for the rest of the people to join in, because it's very, very important. By they joining in will help us to continue this. I do believe that some of you can can help to share this, because by sharing it, it will help us. It will help us to keep on moving. Let me try to contact some other people. So we are doing Onitsha discussion, because Onitsha is very key to the development of the Eastern Nigeria. So please spread the news, and as you spread the news, I will help us to continue on this. We are here to discuss, very, very important. So we are still waiting for the rest of the people to join. As they join in, we will continue the discussion. So as they join in, we will continue the discussion. So the discussion series on Onitsha, very, very important. So it's very, very important, and that's why we are waiting for a lot of the people. So that's why we are here waiting, and I do believe that people will join, and as they join in, it will help us to bring about more interesting discussion. So thank you very much. If you join this, just tell us where you are joining from, and it will help us to continue moving. It will help us in this regard. So Onitsha is a very important city in Nigeria. As you all know, Onitsha has a lot of things going for it. So that's why we need to be discussing about this city, this great city. It's very, very important for us to be discussing about this great city because of the importance of this city. Because if the city is not important, we will not be discussing about it. Let me just give you about what Onitsha and where this Onitsha city is. Onitsha is in Anambra State, Nigeria, and Onitsha is one of the great cities of Nigeria. What I mean great city, I mean commercial cities. And this city is very, 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 very important in the overall development of Nigeria. It has contributed so much to the overall development of Nigeria that according to some known analysts, they said this city has produced more billionaires than all Nigerian universities put together. So this city, which is part of Anambra State, Nigeria, and this city is at the bank of the river, the great river Niger. And this city is not just known for its commercial power, but it's also known for industrial and educational power. And Onitsha city, the greater Onitsha city, is made up of around 5 or 6 local governments, which is Oyi, Ogbaru, Onitsha North, Onitsha South, and Idemili North, and some parts of Idemili South. So that's what makes the greater Onitsha city. And this city, according to Demography Africa, 4 to 5 years ago, said this city has a population of 8.5 million. And that was 4 to 5 years ago. And by now, some experts believe that this city will be over 10 million now. Although the Nigerian government is projecting the whole Anambra State to be 8.5 million people, which is not real, the reality. And the major areas of these great cities are Fege, Inland Town, GRA, Okpoko, Awada, Ugwagba, Obosi. You have also Nkpo, Ogidi, Nkwele, Ezunaka, Nsugbe. So these are the major areas of this Onitsha. And what are we going to be discussing? We are going to be discussing, because we are going to be discussing about the key roles the government of Anambra State must focus in order to improve or to make this city one of the greatest cities, because cities are known for their major roles. What the state does on the major roles is what will make that city to be what is known for. So if it's not done, you can't say that is a great city. Sorry about the trembling. I think the lighting is having issue. So, but before we continue on our discussion, please share and tell us where you are joining us from. Tell us where you are joining us from, and also share this to many people so that many people will also benefit from this, so that people will join in, because this discussion is for all of us and your opinions are very valid. So some of the key rules the Anambra State government must do something are Opi Weka down to main markets, down to Owerri Road, Onitsha Owerri Road, Head Bridge, Onitsha Enugu Expressway, to Head Bridge, to Army Barracks, to the toll gates. And you have also Uguta Road. You have Oka Road. You have 6th Avenue. You have New Market Road and Old Market Road. You have Niger Streets. You have 33 Sokapaka Road. You have Enugu Road. You have Old Road and Linka Boromi Road. You also have Idemili to Obosi Idemili or Obosi Mpo Road. These are the key roads that the Anambra State government must focus and also must look into. There are others as well, like the MCC stroke Orifite Road. The Orifite Road is in the other side across the expressway. So this Orifite Road stroke MCC need an overpass or a flyover to join it to the Onitsha inland town. So you also have a Tani Road stroke Niger Street. So they also need something like an overpass or flyover that will cross it to Niger Street to Atani Road. So these are major roads that the government of Anambra State, led by the erudite professor of economics, Professor Charles Gov.Soludo, popularly known as Wambafo, in his aim to completely change and transform Onitsha. Remember, he made the promise of transforming Onitsha to a modern city. I could remember 2010, he talked about Onitsha being turned into Dubai, Taiwan, African Dubai, Taiwan. So he pointed out many things that he's going to do. I do believe that all those visions and mission statements are still valid in this year 2024. If we can purposely look at those major roads, look at their sizes, look at their environment, look at the critical road infrastructure and other things that these roads needed, which a modern city roads needed. So some of those roads need massive expansion. Some of them need to be 6-lane roads. That's 3 on both sides, left and right. So because the city of Onitsha, like Anambra State, has suffered because of narrow roads. Not just bad roads, but a lot of the roads are very narrow, which is not fit for purpose. Because when you are talking about a city is known for larger major roads. So those roads need to be dealt with in terms of expansion. Oka Road need to be not less than 4-lane or even 6-lane if it's possible. So, and the Oka Road can also have a tram running through it. So these are things we need to do. The 33 Apaka Road to Sube need to be 6-lane. So MCC to Orifite need to be at least 4-lane roads with a flyover. So Zix Avenue need to be at least 4-lane road or even 6-lane if it's possible. So Niger Street that was recently constructed should have been made a 6-lane road to Main Market and across Enugu Onitsha Expressway to Atani Road. So Old Market Road and New Market Road should be made a bit better. Uguta Road should be expanded to be at least 4-lane, if it's possible 6-lane, but 4-lane will be all right. So these are what need to be done. And what are those infrastructural and changing of those roads? We need to have those roads 24-hour street lighting. We need the environment to be tidied up in those roads. What I mean, the drainages must be properly done, and it must have close drainages with wider pedestrian ways on both sides of them. It must have traffic lights. It must also have trees planted on either the middle of the road or on both sides of the road. It must have also CCTV camera that will monitor the activities that are going on there. So these are road infrastructures that must be provided in those major roads. If you are joining us, please, I need your comments. I need you to say where you are joining us from and drop a comment so that we also can read those comments and at the same time respond to them if it's possible. But if not, we will continue on another live concerning this. Remember, we are discussing about the development of Onitsha because Soludo government or Anambra State government keep on hammering about that they want to change Onitsha. And in order to help them, we need also to be doing these things to draw the attention where they need to be focusing, and what they need to do, and with a timeline, because in this channel, we are known for talking things saying things, bringing ideas, but we all also emphasize it must be done with a timeline. So we're talking about the key roads into Onitsha, like we have mentioned MCC stroke Orifite Road. The MCC is on the other side of Onitsha, divided by Onitsha Enugu Expressway and Orifite on the right towards Obosi or Awada. So Iweka Road and Eziweka Road, they are also divided by the same Onitsha Owe Road. So we discussed about Zix Avenue, Atani Road, 33 to Apaka, and many other roads, old roads, Onitsha Enugu Expressway, Owerri Road, Onitsha Owerri Road, Old Road, and we also talked about Obosi Nkpo Road. So we discussed about them, that these roads, some of them need expansion, 6 lane, that a lot need to be expanded to 6 lane, and some 4 lane roads, wider roads, not just doing it anyhow. So we talked about, we are now also discussing about the possibility of having a lay-by, at least after 5 poles away for bus stops. A lay-by that will be at least 50 feet, or some of them that are smaller, 30 feet away on both sides, where you have a proper designated bus stops. Those lay-by will have enough space so that the buses or cars has to stop on that place with a provision of seats for people to sit and wait for buses. These are very, very important. Please like this video wherever you are joining us from. Very, very important for you to like, because by liking it, it will help us. It will help to draw the attention of YouTube in order to know that we are doing these things and to alert other people to what we are doing. Very, very important. Please like this as you have joined us. Please like as you have joined us. So this bus stop we are talking about is not the archaic type of bus stops you see in some cities or places in Nigeria. It must be properly done, and considering that there will be heavy traffic, heavy vehicles waiting on them, so it must be reinforced concrete on them, so that when the cars or vehicles or heavy load trucks or buses are stopping there, that it doesn't have a problem. So the weight factor should be considered. So think about this Ochanja, Iweka Road down to Main Market that Soludo is talking about modernizing. If he would have expanded that roads by taking off those illegal structure in Ochanja, he would have made that road better, and he will actually dualize that road from Main Market to Iweka down flyover. So, but at the moment, he dualized a portion of it, still leaving those illegal structure. I don't know, maybe he's leaving it for another government to do. I don't know why he left it. And the drainages are still not covered. So I'm seeing a picture of a governor that will come and really do serious work on that road. The work of environmental beautification, planting these massive trees, massive palm trees, and other exotic plants in the middle of the road or on both sides of it. getting all these drainages covered with wider pedestrian walk, especially in the major area where there is businesses, especially in that Ochanja and the Iweka area and towards main market on both sides of the road. Think about that. Suddenly that place will be compared with Oxford Circle in London, because Ochanja mirrored Oxford Circle. But the only difference is that Ochanja has not been completely transformed to look like Oxford Circle. So the beautification of that place must be involved planting exotic trees. Planting trees will make that place fantastic. It will make it fantastic. It will make it to, totally transform Onitsha. And banning of street trading along that place. Nobody should be trading on the road. It should not be allowed, because the government will be seeing all those things through the installation of CCTV cameras. So, and holding account any property that allow in front of their side of the road or in front of their houses, people putting all those little kiosks or putting all those little pans selling. It should not be encouraged. It should not be allowed. So there will have to be a punitive measures put in place in order to mitigate against these illegal things. So, in order to stop it, because if the government is not really on it, nothing will happen. So that's why it's very important for government to be very creative on that and be pushful on that, and be very determined to stamp that out of the way. So no beggars should be allowed in that area. So the sweeping of the road must be something that should not be neglected. At the moment, you see most of these key roads, with some of them with potholes, a lot of them with brownish in nature, in spite that the coat are supposed to be black, because of residues from the drainages, residues from people dropping lots of things on the road, and sand dunes. These sand dunes has constituted a public nuisance, and it has totally make our city to look very archaic. That's why people easily recognize this is Onitsha or this is Nigeria. So if you employ a lot of street sweepers, also employing the services of road sweeping machines, it will actually do good to these great arteries or roads in the greater Onitsha city. So that's why we are emphasizing the government to employ lots of sweepers. By employing them, will actually create jobs, and also putting where people can be dropping their rubbish near the roads, little bins where people should be dropping their distance, and people should be educated not to litter the environment. So emphasis should be on the environment, because a lot of people keep on saying that the weaknesses of the Anambra State government at the moment is on security and environment. And these two areas, they mention others, but the two major ones are environment and security. That if he can deal with these two, that a lot of things will change and a lot of jobs will be created. And that's what we are talking about here. So to transform Onitsha means that we need to look at those major roads in the greater Onitsha. And those major roads, they are not up to 10 of them. Those major roads, expansion of them will actually do a lot of justice. It will do a lot of good to this great city. It will elevate it to the greater height. it will help us to market this city. So provision of these road sweepers and machine, very, very crucial. Very, very crucial. Because without them, the roads will look very archaic. And every major cities in the world, what set them apart is their major roads are spot on. They look very clean. They look very organized. To know a city that is run by good administration or administrators is to look at their major roads. I could remember a vlog we did where an Oyibo or a foreigner was looking at Onitsha. He was marveled about the investment, people building houses everywhere. But he was adamant that there's no government in that place because he wanted to see the role of government, like beautification, planting of trees, the roads, expansion of roads, and drainages covered and pedestrian walk. He could not find any. He could not find any in Onitsha. He looked at the disorganized area and he was actually asking, is there any government in this city? That is very encouraged by the tenacity and the inventiveness and ability to invest in the city by the people. But what is lacking is talked about proper leadership. He said that this city would have rivaled any place in the world if the administrators are up and doing. And that's why with that, he encouraged us to keep on doing this thing, hammering about Onitsha. If you look at a lot of our vlogs, they are all based about Onitsha, how to improve Onitsha. We keep on hammering it until the message sank in. Because we know that if Gov.Soludo and his government and many government officials will wake up from their deep slumber, Onitsha will be top city, a place of destination. People will be coming. Those that run away from Onitsha before will be coming. You'll be seeing foreigners, Europeans, Americans moving freely in Onitsha. Because once you tidy up the environment, get it to look like something even comparable to their homes. If you go to Soludo's house, you see how trees is lined up. You see how even some of these commissioners, they painted their houses. They look very nice. So that's what Onitsha needed. And they were talking about color coding, but it seems that they have abandoned it. So this color coding is very, very important. And some of the buildings, their roofs need to be replaced. So the government should look into sending some messages to those owners of those buildings to change those roofing. And actually, the government can also bring about pattern of roofing that should be allowed in that city, so that when you look at the city from above, it will look very fantastic. So some of those old buildings, the government should give those people notice to either sell the building or rehabilitate the building, or the government will take over those buildings. So with that, it will actually encourage investment, renewal of that city. So some of the open spaces need to be dealt with, but that's not what we are talking about. We are talking about key roles. That's why, so that we don't digress. We are talking about the key roles, what need to be done. So those key roles must have all the road infrastructure, all the roads fashioned, all the roads, what a modern road needed, everything. And then it must also have CCTV cameras. The roads the building there must be patterned in a way that will showcase the beauty of the city. So the pedestrians, it will be illegal for people to be walking on the road, because pedestrian walkway that should not be less than 5 feet in front of the market should be around 7 feet, so that there will be enough space for people, uninterrupted space. People will be moving freely, both left and right of those major roads. So there is no need people walking in the middle of the road, because it has become a very bad omen and a very bad custom to see our people walking in the middle of the road in a major city like Onitsha. So the government must do something about it. The government must try to change these ugly episodes. So the government, as now they have done the local government election, must also get these local government chairmen and councillors trained on how to beautify the environment. It's very, very important, because if we don't do that, there is no way Onitsha will be competing with major cities in the world. We're not even talking about cities in Nigeria. Onitsha has existed for a long time. So it should be competing with London, competing with Rome, competing with Dubai, competing with Kigali. So very, very important that the state government should look into this, our discussion. Please like, share this, because this life is very important, because this is showing that we can change our homeland. And Onitsha is very key to the eastern Nigeria. It's very key to Anambra State. It's very key to Anibo. It's very key to Nigeria. It's a great commercial entity. So meaning that all the major roads in this city must be revamped. Not just building a better roads, but it includes expansion and environmental makeups, like greening the roads, doing proper drainages, covered drainages, providing all the infrastructure, road infrastructure, road curbs, painting the roads, and having all those markings, proper road markings, zebra crossings, traffic lights, CCTV cameras, and solar street lights that will make the place to be littered very bright in the night, so that you will be very, very friendly. So when you are walking in that, you know that actually I have arrived into a great city. I could remember that Professor Gov.Soludo, the Anambra State governor, keep on hammering on making our homeland a final destination and not a departure point. Onitsha is the key to doing this. If he can actually wake up from the slumber and look at making or revamping Onitsha. And here we not just talking, but we know that a year and a half is more than enough to deal with the 10 or less than 10 major roads in Onitsha, both expansion of them, beautification of them, and also the infrastructural application of vital infrastructure in them. So this will not take more than 1 year, 6 months. 1 year, 6 months. And there are not many. And some of you that just joined will be asking, what are those major roads? Name them. So some of them are Oka Road, Uguta Road, Onitsha Owerri Road, which should be made at least 10 lane highway. That's 5 in either side, or 8 lane highway, 4 in either side, or 6 lane highway. But it should be 4 or 5, 10 lane highway. So You have also Atani Road. You have also Niger Street. You have Old Road. You have Linka Road. You have Apaka 33 Road. You have Oka Road. You have Old Market Road, New Market Road. You have Enugu Road. These are key roads that very, very important, very, very vital for us to change the narrative. So Onitsha must be livable and a prosperous city. For us, it's something that we must be hammering, we must be talking about, we must do something. We must do something. We must encourage the Anambra State government to do something urgently. It's very, very vital that he will do something with a timeline. It's not just talking. Like the other day in Ochanja, he was talking about, oh, the main market has to be open, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to put security. You'll be asking yourself, why has they not put the security since? On Mondays, people want to go and make enemies, but the government keep on dilly-dallying, not from what the position and from discussion I had from the market people. They said that they agreed with the government a long time ago to put security for them, and the government agreed, but to their knowledge, the government was reluctant to do these things. They are not ready to provide security on Monday, because on Monday in that area there is some riffraffs and hooligans trying to force people not to be coming to work on the flimsy excuse of something else, which people should not be suffering because of something else. You know, there's no point of destroying your own homeland. But that's not what we are talking here. We are talking about the development of Onitsha, building and reshaping and making up or revamping the major roads, which is not more than 10 of them. So to get this city breathing and being a vital city that people will be proud to visit. People in America will say, let me visit the city of Onitsha, Anambra State, Nigeria. People in Rome will be saying, let me visit Onitsha, Anambra State, Nigeria. Investors will be coming from China, Guangzhou, from Peking, from many areas, from New Delhi, from Turkey, Ankara, Turkey, from Munich, Germany, coming into Onitsha, because they want to experience a city that is living, a green city where vegetation will be all over the place. And people has to be encouraged that their balconies has to have vegetation. If it's possible, they should plant vegetables, not just flower, in their balconies. It should be made a law, like we have discussed here, that the government should make a law that each house must have no less than 5 trees. 5 trees. So we also talked about a place that the city decided to encourage for people to use papaya, just planting of papaya. Because their idea of papaya is that it will grow very quick and they will be having that, and they were using it also in making money. So, but we are encouraging vegetation, masquerade plants, and other exotic plants. It should be made a must that everybody plant it, at least 5 trees. And the government should be planting on those major streets, major roads and major streets. So I don't want to make this live video to be too long. For those that will listen to this, I need your comment though, even if you have not joined in, but whenever you watch this, drop your comment, because we will continue discussing this. We will continue to talk about this because very important, and I do believe that this city of Onitsha must come good. It must be one of the best cities, or even the best in the whole world. And it's not a rocket science for us to get things up and doing in this city. I am so Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. Thank you for joining us. We're about to end this live tonight, and remember to like, comment, and share. Share to your friends, share to the government officials. Tell them that we want Onitsha to be alive again, to be great again. So that's what we are here for. And this channel is a pro-channel, a pro-homeland channel, and we are dedicated to make sure that things are working in the right way. Have a wonderful time. Thank you for supporting us. For those that have been dropping comments, those that have been contacting us, thank you very much. I say to you, may God bless you. Have a wonderful time wherever you are. See you in the next one. We'll continue in the next time. Until we see again. God bless you.